Hey there, it's Natalie Topa. I'm here outside of Nebby Town in what we call the sponge village of Atego. It's a project that Warren Brush and I had designed when I was working with the Danish Refugee Council under a Danita funded project called NURI. And we did this in 2021 in a community where it's a livestock-based community. They have animal herds. And we did a number of projects because they had no water access that was local here. They had a shared water point with other community members, which caused tension and conflict. So what we did is create a design so that this community could be permanently water secure. And although I won't walk through the entire system right now because it's a big area and it would be a very long video. But basically we started at the top of the valley, which I'll show you in a minute, and created a series of water delivering structures. So there was a large drain, there was 2% drain that carried water from the catchment towards a series of bioswales. One of the learnings is that diversion drain could have been less steep. We could have done it at a slope that was 1%, even 0.5%, and also just always to ensure that you're doing not only stone structures like check dams, but also your biological structures like planting, seeding, vetiver, bamboo, running bamboo, whatever you want. But I just want to show you this dam here, and there's Andrew. Hi, Andrew. Andrew Ebbich was one of the senior civil engineers on this project. And this actually became the impetus for a number of sponge villages that the project continued to do throughout the programming. So I'm looking here into this forested area, but this was not here before. This area was more clear and less vegetated. And what was behind here was a series of 3 large bioswales. So that the diversion ditch that carried water from the catchment spilled out into the first large bioswale, into a second, into a third, and then it carried that water through here where we have a stone, like a stone check dam / one rock check dam. And you can see all of this, biological filtration that is filtering and sieving through the water before it heads into this big dam, which by the way is called the Natalie Dam. The upper dam was called the Warren Dam, and the hand dug dam was the Martin Dam. So basically this right here is all on contour. We measured a contour with a laser level. During this training we had almost 200 people. We had 6 machines, including 2 excavators, 2 bulldozers, 2 dump trucks because we did not have enough clay to seal this dam, and we had to get it from up where the valley dam is. But now this dam spills into this back flood spillway. So this is the same contour line that continues do you want to walk on the inside of the swale? Okay, so just so we can it'll be easier to see. So this now is a swale. So this dam, if it gets too full, will not break the dam wall because it's been designed to spill back flood into this swale. And so I'm walking on the berm and Andrew is walking inside the swale, inside the trench of the swale. And this all wraps around. So this entire village, the whole thing is a cascading, interconnected fill and spill circuit of different infiltration and retention systems. So the bioswales on contour are for infiltration. What that means is that all the water from here, this catchment, is going to fall into the swale and soak under the ground and hydrate the soils. It has additional water from the dam that's also back flooding here. So we have 2 sources of water coming into the swale. But the bioswales are infiltration systems, and we have punctuated those with retention systems. So that last dam was a machine dug dam, track compacted with a bulldozer, and here we had a hand dug dam. This also a contour dam. So this bioswale, the same contour line, continues, and we just made a giant half moon, and this one was hand dug and hand compacted. And actually, while we were digging it, we noticed the moisture was coming up from the ground, which means I think this is the key point here, where the land goes from being convex to concave, and right here is where we have the spring line. So as we were digging down, water was coming up. So that is another third source of recharge of that dam. If this is the spring line, doing lots of, whether it's stone structures, half moon, stone faced half moons, a lot of tree planting up here, water harvesting, earthworks, stoneworks, and planting works up here will definitely infiltrate more water, which would recharge the spring line. So I'm just going to walk around. We've got lots of vetiver grass that has been used to also stabilize this dam wall. In fact, you can even see this pedestalization where the vetiver is eroded around. So I'm just walking around this half moon. And yeah, it's so interesting to be here. Andrew's continuing to show us where that swale is. So basically, that water, we're heading towards the valley where we're going to see, where the runoff starts from. We've basically taken so much water from the catchment and just sent it on a path that's going to bank, deposit into the soil bank. Lots of water and moisture. But then what happens is, as it goes through that diversion drain, all those bioswales, the big dam, the little dam, it flows back through this swale. And then the outlet point here is a level sill spillway. Which, in a sheet flow, allows water to spill off into its original hydrological pathway. So this is where the swale ends. So you can see, here's the berm, and look at how much biological activity. It's just completely become vegetated and green, and the whole area. I mean, we have so much evidence of tree growth, vegetative growth. So here we had a whole armored spillway. But I think because of just the turbidity of the water coming through, it has started to channelize a bit. So that should be rectified. This can be leveled and re-armored. But what I wanted to show you is that up there is the valley dam. And it's important that we see that this dam is not in the bottom of the system. It's not a valley tank. And the community actually was talking about putting a valley tank down below. Now, when we put many more structures higher up in the landscape with many smaller strategies that are tied together, what we're doing is we're spreading that violent and extreme energy of water and nutrient flow across the landscape so that it can be pacified, just be calmer, not so destructive, and it can slow spread, sink across the area. And that's how we plant the rain. Before we plant trees, crops, or graze land, we have to plant the rain. So once again, that is the valley dam. Hold on, wait, am I saying it? Yeah, that's the upper dam. That's called the Warren Dam. You can see the vetiver is planted alongside. That dam actually has a backflood spillway, a backflood swale that has a level sill spillway that spills onto that side of the valley. Up there, that is the catchment, again, that has the diversion drain, a long diversion drain to big swale, big swale, big swale, big dam, backflood swale, little dam, backflood swale into this level sill spillway. And now all of that water goes into this original valley, and this is where we've done a series of gully plugging with bamboo check dams, stone check dams. And the other thing is that the community actually uses that dam for the livestock watering. That you can see there's manure and a lot more sort of nitrogenous looking water, whereas that lower dam is used for domestic use, brick making, lawn